जैसे हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे, जो केस में हमने ये देखा कि हमने रूब्रिक्स लिए थे मेंटल और फिजिकल जर्नल्स के, और उसके बेसिस पे हमने ग्रिफाइटिस को सिलेक्ट किया था यहाँ पे। और पल्सिटिला और कैलकेरिया का आपको हमने रूल आउट कर दिया था, बिकॉज कैलकेरिया इज मोर ऑब्स्टिनेट, बहुत जिद्दी पेशेंट होते हैं। पल्सिटिला में वीपिंग स्पेल्स और फ्रीक्वेंट होते हैं। तो ये जो फॉलोअप है वो हमें देखने को मिला था। हाँ जी, 12 मार्च को पेशेंट मेरे पास पहली बार क्लिनिक में आई थी विद स्कैंटी इरेगुलर मेंसेस, एक ने रेडिश पस फील्ड वॉट्स, इरप्शंस ऑन बॉडी, अवार्ड्स का लिखा हुआ है इरप्शंस ऑन बॉडी। इसके बाद हमने रुब्रिक्स की सिलेक्शन के बेसिस पे ये ग्रिफाइटिस 200 ओडी डोज डेली, मतलब सिंगल डोज डेली फॉर 1 वीक, फॉलोड बाय प्लेसिबो फॉर 50 डेज, मतलब टोटल मेडिसिन वाज गिवन। और 1 वीक के लिए हमने ग्रेफाइटिस 200 मॉर्निंग एम्प्टी स्टमक डोज दी थी, उसके बाद प्लेसिबो की डोज हमने दी थी। नेक्स्ट पेशेंट आया हमारे पास 27 मार्च को, नो रिलीफ इन सिम्टम्स, अगेन ग्रेफाइटिस ओडी, डोज डेली was repeated for 1 week and was followed by placebo for 1 week, मतलब 15 डेज की पूरी टोटल मेडिसिन में 1 वीक हमने मेडिसिन दी और 1 वीक हमने प्लेसिबो रखा। उसके बाद 12 अप्रैल अगेन पेशेंट के, उसको एकने में रिलीफ आने लग गया था, धीरे धीरे इरेप्शंस कम होने लग गए और फ्रीक्वेंसी भी कम होने लग गई थी, जो इरेप्शंस का साइज है वो भी कम हो गया था। अगेन प्लेसिबो वाज प्रिस्क्राइब्ड फॉर 15 डेज। नेक्स्ट 15 डेज के बाद 27 अप्रैल को जब पेशेंट आया तो एकने वाज 60% बेटर, देयर वाज क्वाइट अ रिलीफ इन एकने, उसको काफी रिलीफ आने लग गया था एकने में, और शी वाज वेरी मच कंसर्न कि फेस खराब हो रहा है, तो देयर वाज नो न्यू इरप्शंस। प्लेसिबो प्रिस्क्राइब्ड फॉर 15 डेज अगेन। उसके बाद 12 मई को फिर पेशेंट आई, न्यू अरप्शंस आने लग गए, दोबारा से इरप्शंस आया, देयर वाज अ बैकलॉग ऑफ द पेशेंट ऑफ द सिम्टम्स, दोबारा से सिम्टम्स आने लग गए, लेकिन पीरियड्स आने लग गए और फ्लो वाज बेटर एंड केम ऑन टाइम। तो ये पीरियड जो था ये 2-3 महीने के बाद, जब मेरे पास पेशेंट आई थी उससे 2-3 महीने थे, बहुत ही स्कैंटी पीरियड थे। तो दवाई लेने के बाद ये मार्च में, दवाई लेने के बाद मई में उनको पीरियड्स आए, और इस बार उनको काफी खुल के पीरियड्स आए। इसके बाद मैंने सल्फर 200 दी इनको इंटरकरेंट, क्योंकि कोई ना कोई हमें एंटी मियाजमेटिक ड्रग भी देनी पड़ती है, तो यहाँ पे मेरे को जो था सोरिक मियाजिम लग रहा था, तो उस बेसिस में मैंने सल्फर 200 दी। और सल्फर जब भी हम किसी केस में अगर देते हैं तो सल्फर ना जो मेडिसिन है उसके पावर को और बूस्ट कर देता है। जो ग्रेफाइटिस हमने पहले दी थी, सल्फर एक तरह से उसको और एक नया पावर दे देता है, क्योंकि उसको मियाजमेटिक बेसिस मिल जाता है। तो सल्फर की 3 डोज मैंने उनको दी एज इंटरकरेंट। उसके बाद दोबारा से मैंने ग्रेफाइटिस 200 ओडी सिंगल डोज फॉर 1 वीक, फॉलोड बाय प्लेसिबो अगेन फॉर 15 डेज। 27 मई को फिर पेशेंट आई, देयर वर नो न्यू इरप्शंस, फेस वाज वेरी क्लियर, फेस काफी क्लियर हो गया। पेशेंट हरसेल्फ वाज वेरी सेटिस्फाइड, पेशेंट को खुद काफी आराम लग रहा था एकने में। अगेन उसके बाद प्लेसिबो दोबारा प्रिस्क्राइब किया गया फॉर 15 डेज। और 12 जून को फिर दोबारा पेशेंट आई, सेकेंड साइकिल ऑफ पीरियड्स उनको आई, पहले मई में आया फिर जून में आया। इसके बाद मेडिसिन के बाद फ्लो वाज वेरी मच बेटर, फेस वाज बेटर बाय 90% एंड एक्ने वाज नॉट बेटर इन। इस पेशेंट ने मेरे को गूगल पे रिव्यू भी भेजा था, उसकी पिक्चर मैं एक्चुअली, मेरे पास प्रेजेंटेशन बनाने का टाइम कम था तो मैं वो पिक्चर नहीं दे पाई। उन्होंने मुझे गूगल पे रिव्यू भी दिया था कि मेरे जो एक्ने हैं और पीरियड्स की प्रॉब्लम है वो इस मेडिसिन से, होम्योपैथी से 3-4 महीने के अंदर ही ठीक हो गई, क्योंकि उन्होंने काफी एलोपैथिक मेडिसिन भी पहले खाई हुई थी। तो अगेन प्लेसिबो वाज प्रिस्क्राइब्ड एंड पेशेंट वाज अ लॉट बेटर आफ्टर ग्रेफाइटिस। तो ग्रेफाइटिस के बाद ये पेशेंट काफी बेटर हुआ। तो इस केस में हमने देखा कि जो एक प्रॉपर ड्रग पिक्चर जो हमें ग्रेफाइटिस की थी वो हमें देखने को मिली थी, और उसी के बेसिस पे हमने ग्रेफाइटिस प्रिस्क्राइब करी थी। अब आगे के केसेस जो हम देखेंगे, आगे के 2 केसेस जो मैं दिखाऊंगी, एक्चुअली टाइम भी कम है हमारे पास, लेकिन मैं जल्दी जल्दी उसको रैप अप करने की कोशिश करूंगी, जिसमें हम ग्रेफाइटिस की जो अनकॉमन ड्रग पिक्चर है उसके बेसिस पे हम देखेंगे कि किस तरह से ग्रेफाइटिस ने ट्रीटमेंट में क्योर आगे पेशेंट को आराम पहुंचाया। तो जो चीफ कंप्लेंट्स थे, ये एक किलोइड था जो पेशेंट को राइट ब्रेस्ट के ऊपर था, नियर द एरियल रीजन, जो एरियल होता है ब्रेस्ट का, फीमेल ब्रेस्ट का, उसके ऊपर एक छोटा किलोइड था 6 सेंटीमीटर का और सर्कुलर इन शेप था। और कोई अदर स्पेसिफिक कंप्लेंट्स नहीं थी। हिस्ट्री में अगर हम देखें तो किलोइड जो थी वो पास्ट 1.5 साल से उनको प्रॉब्लम थी और पेशेंट ने उसके लिए कोई दवाई नहीं ली थी, और धीरे धीरे ये साइज में बढ़ा था। पहले छोटा साइज था, छोटा सा मतलब अराउंड 2 सेंटीमीटर, उसके बाद वो धीरे धीरे बढ़ के बढ़ने लग गया। तो जो और जो ग्रोथ है उसमें कभी कभी उनको पेन होता था। पेशेंट वाज एडवाइज्ड सर्जरी, सर्जरी उनको बोली गई थी क्योंकि और कोई ट्रीटमेंट उन्होंने नहीं लिया था। तो जो फीमेल गायनिक के पास गई तो उन्होंने बोला इसका तो यही ऑप्शन है कि आप इसको कट करवा दें तो ये ठीक हो जाएगा। पर पेशेंट को सर्जरी नहीं करवानी थी क्योंकि उनका जो ब्रेस्ट का एरिया का मामला था, तो वो ब्रेस्ट एरिया में अपनी सर्जरी नहीं करवाना चाहती थी। तो शी ऑप्टेड कि मैं होम्योपैथिक ट्रीटमेंट लूं। तो उनके फिजिकल जर्नल्स भी अगर हम देखें तो एपिटाइट और थर्स्ट बहुत नॉर्मल था। डिजायर में नो स्पेसिफिक डिजायर्स, मोस्टली एट हेल्थ कॉन्शियसली, हेल्थ कॉन्शियस थी, काफी अच्छे से नॉर्मल खाना खाती थी। बहुत ज्यादा कोई उनका ये नहीं था कि फास्ट फूड या हैवी मील या फैटी फूड खा रही है, नॉर्मल खाना। स्पेसिफिक डिजायर्स था, स्टूल वाज कॉन्स्टिपेटेड, कुड नॉट पास स्टूल, अनसेटिस्फैक्टरी स्टूल थे, यूरिन एंड स्लीप एंड ड्रीम्स वर नॉर्मल। मेंटल जनरल्स में अगर हम देखें तो वॉज वेरी फेयरबल टू गेट सब इनक्यूरेबल डिजीज। उनको ये बहुत ज्यादा डर था दिमाग में कि मेरी जो ये गांठ है ये ठीक नहीं होगी और ये कैंसर में बदल जाएगी। तो इसलिए भी उनके दिमाग में था, और वो सर्जरी के लिए तब भी नहीं जाना पा रही थी क्योंकि ब्रेस्ट का एरिया था। लेकिन तब भी उनके दिमाग में ये डर था कि ये जो गांठ है अगर मैंने ठीक ये नहीं हुई तो कैंसर में बदल जाएगी। तो ये फियर बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग था उनके अंदर। वॉज इरिटेबल व्हेन समवन डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड हर, इरिटेबिलिटी थी अगर उनको कोई नहीं समझेगा। शी वॉज अ होम मेकर, तो एंड शी वॉज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर जॉइंट फैमिली, और उसकी वजह से उनको थोड़ी फ्रस्ट्रेशन रहती थी, और अपने बच्चों की तरफ वो बहुत ज्यादा अटैच थी। पास्ट हिस्ट्री में अगर हम देखें तो कुछ स्पेसिफिक नहीं था। फैमिली हिस्ट्री में भी हाइपरटेंशन है फादर और सिबलिंग्स में। फिजिकल एग्जामिनेशन में पल्स और बीपी वाज नॉर्मल। एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ किलॉइड, अगर किलॉइड का हमने एग्जामिनेशन किया उसमें उनको सर्कुलर ग्रोथ थी विद हार्ड मार्जिन। जो उसकी किलॉइड की मार्जिन थी वो काफी हार्ड थी, और उसकी वजह से जो आसपास की ब्रेस्ट की एरिया थी वो थोड़ी ऐसा लगता था जैसे खिंची हुई स्किन जो है वो हमें देखने को मिली थी एग्जामिनेशन के ऊपर। रिपर्टराइजेशन में अगर हम देखें तो ये जो मैंने बेसिक उनके सिम्टम थे, कंप्लीट फियर डिजीज ऑफ इनक्यूरेबल ऑफ बीइंग, डिजीज ऑफ इम्पेंडिंग एंजाइटी, हेल्थ अबाउट ट्यूमर्स, किलॉइड टिश्यू एंड किलॉइड, ये बेसिक सिम्टम्स मैंने लिए। और इसमें हमें सबसे ऊपर जो है वो कैलकेरिया कार्ब देखने को मिलती है। उसके बाद नाइट्रिक एसिड, कार्सिनोसिन, फोस्फोरस, आर्सेनिक, लेक्सिस, नक्स ओमेगा, फ्लोरिक एसिड और सिलिशिया, और अल्टीमेटली ग्रेफाइटिस भी हमें देखने को मिलती है। लेकिन मेरा यहाँ पे जो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन था वो ग्रेफाइटिस नहीं था। मैंने रिपर्टराइजेशन के बेसिस पे ही कैलकेरिया कार्ब चूज की, क्योंकि कैलकेरिया कार्ब में जो ये फियर होता है इम्पेंडिंग डिजीज का वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग होता है। तो उसी बेसिस पे जो ये रेड लाइन सिम्टम मुझे इसमें मिल रहा था कि इम्पेंडिंग डिजीज या फिर इनक्योरेबल डिजीज का फियर है, उस बेसिस पे मैंने कैलकेरिया कार्ब 200 ओडी डोज डेली फॉर 1 वीक एंड देन फॉलोड बाय प्लेसिबो फॉर नेक्स्ट वीक। देयर वाज नो चेंज इन ग्रोथ, और तो इसलिए मैंने प्रिस्क्रिप्शन अपना फिर से रिपीट किया क्योंकि कोई वो नहीं आया था। फर्स्ट विजिट थी 20 जैन को, नेक्स्ट विजिट हुई 5 फेब को, ऑलमोस्ट आफ्टर 15 डेज, तो फिर 15 दिन में कोई चीज नहीं आया। उसके बाद दोबारा से वही प्रिस्क्रिप्शन रिपीट गया। थर्ड विजिट यानी 22 फरवरी को भी कोई चेंज नहीं आया, तो मैंने अपनी पोटेंसी बढ़ा दी, यानी कि कैलकेरिया का 1 mg मैंने दिया, और उसके बाद प्लेसिबो। तो ये प्रिस्क्रिप्शन भी 15 डेज के लिए था। फिर फोर्थ विजिट हुई 6 मार्च को, जिसमें फिर से दोबारा चेंज नहीं था। कैलकेरिया का 1 mg वॉज रिपीटेड, सिंगल डोज फॉर 1 वीक। दोबारा से 1 mg मैंने रिपीट की, पर 5 मार्च को नो चेंज। तो अब आप ये देख लो, ऑलमोस्ट तीसरा महीना स्टार्ट हो गया, 20 जैन को पेशेंट आया था लेकिन कोई चेंज नहीं आया था। तो अगेन ऑब्वियसली मेडिसिन वाज नॉट वर्किंग, तो केस दोबारा रीएनालाइज किया और मैंने फिर सिलिशिया दी उनको, क्योंकि एफिनिटी फॉर किलॉइड्स होता है। यहाँ पे मैंने सिर्फ फिजिकल बेसिस देखा, किलॉइड्स के लिए सिलिशिया बहुत कॉमन रेमेडी होती है, तो वो भी मैंने प्रिस्क्राइब करनी शुरू करी फॉर 1 वीक। और अगले 1 हफ्ते बाद ही स्लाइट सॉफ्टनेस ऑफ ग्रोथ, सिलिशिया की वजह से वो जो ग्रोथ थी वो थोड़ी सॉफ्ट हो गई, बट देयर वाज नो चेंज इन साइड। सेम प्रिस्क्रिप्शन कंटिन्यूड फॉर 1 मंथ। सेवेंथ विजिट वाज ऑन 27 अप्रैल। उसमें नो चेंज इन साइज बट ग्रोथ वाज नाउ ओनली सॉफ्टर, सॉफ्टर हो गई थी पर उसमें कोई चेंज नहीं था। अब इस केस टाइम पे आगे पेशेंट भी काफी वरिड था और मेरे लिए भी फ्रस्ट्रेशन की बात हो गई थी कि ये तो इसको पेशेंट को आराम नहीं आ रहा, और मैंने टोटलिटी के बेस पे किलकेरिया भी प्रिस्क्राइब कर ली। तो नेक्स्ट मेडिसिन जो मेरे दिमाग में उसके बाद आई वो थी ग्रेफाइटिस। मैंने फ्लोरिक एसिड और कार्सिनोसिन पे भी कंसिडर किया, पर क्योंकि कैंसर की कोई हिस्ट्री नहीं थी तो मैंने कार्सिनोसिन को रूल आउट किया। और फ्लोरिक एसिड में भी हमें कई बार किलॉइड्स देखने को मिलते हैं, लेकिन उसमें वीकनेस बहुत होती है। तो इस बेसिस पे मैंने, क्योंकि ग्रिफाइटिस भी एक ऐसी रेमेडी है जिसमें फियर बेस कॉमन होता है, तो मैंने ग्रिफाइटिस सेलेक्ट करी दोबारा से। और उसके बाद हम देखेंगे कि पेशेंट को किलॉइड जो है वो स्टार्ट रिड्यूसिंग होना शुरू हो गया फ्रॉम राइट मार्जिन एंड अपीयर्ड स्मॉलर एंड ऑल्सो वॉज वेरी मच सॉफ्टर देन प्रीवियस। तो जो साइज था वो राइट साइड से छोटा होना शुरू हो गया था। सेम प्रिस्क्रिप्शन वॉज रिपीटेड फॉर 15 days। ग्रिफाइटिस दोबारा मैंने दी, उसके फॉलोअप के बाद keloid was reduced up to almost half in size, आधा साइज हो गया था। एंड प्लेसिबो अगेन was prescribed, और जो केलॉइड था उनका 70%। तो यहाँ पे हमने इस केस में देखा कि ग्रेफाइटिस एज अ जनरल रेमेडी यहाँ पे इंडिकेटेड नहीं थी, लेकिन सिर्फ एक सिम्टम जो फियरफुलनेस थी ऑफ इम्पेंडिंग डिजीज, उस बेसिस से ना उनका फिजिकल कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन मैच कर रहा था, ना कोई और सिम्टम ऐसा था जो उनको था। उनके पीरियड्स बिल्कुल नॉर्मल थे, कोई क्लाइमेक्ट्रिक कंप्लेंट नहीं थी, स्किन वॉज वेरी हेल्दी, बस एक किलॉइड की प्रॉब्लम उनको थी। और सिर्फ एक बेसिस ऑफ फियर, हमने फुल ड्रग पिक्चर के उस पे ना लेके हमने ग्रिफाइटिस, वो भी काफी देर बाद हमने प्रिस्क्राइब की, लेकिन उसने हमें यहाँ पे रिजल्ट जरूर दिया। तो इस तरह से हम कहते हैं कि एक तरह की अनकन्वेंशनल पिक्चर भी हमें ग्रेफाइटिस को देखने को मिलती है, जहाँ पे प्रॉपर ड्रग पिक्चर नहीं है लेकिन ग्रेफाइटिस हमें यहाँ पे रिजल्ट दे रही है। तो ऐसे ही हमारे एक्सपीरियंस के बेसिस पे हम इस तरह से हम मेडिसिन को हमें पता चलता है कि हम नॉन कन्वेंशनल मेथड से भी हम मेडिसिन प्रिस्क्राइब कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट लास्ट केस जो मैं दिखाना चाहूंगी, मैं इसको जल्दी से रैप अप करूंगी। ये एक मेल पेशेंट था 16 साल का, जिसको फेस पे एकने था और बैक पे भी एकने था। और उस एकने की वजह से उनका जो फेस पे पिगमेंटेशन और ब्लैकिश डिस्कलरेशन भी बहुत ज्यादा आ गई थी। और 12th स्टैंडर्ड में ये पढ़ रहे थे और थोड़ा शाई नेचर था। प्रॉब्लम जो स्टार्ट हुई थी वो 2020 में शुरू हुई थी। पहले छोटे एक्ने थे, फिर पस फिल्ड बड़े एक्ने हो गए और बहुत ही डर्टी लुक देते थे। पेशेंट टुक ऑफ एंड ऑन एलोपैथिक मेडिसिन, एंटीबायोटिक्स ली थी, और जिसकी वजह से, लेकिन तब भी उनके पिंपल्स ठीक नहीं हुए, स्कैनिंग और ब्लैक एंड पिगमेंटेशन फेस पे आई थी, और एक ने बार बार आ जाते थे। बॉय वॉज ऑल्सो फ्रस्ट्रेटेड विद टेकिंग मेडिसिन, लेके वो थक चुके थे। एपेटाइट वॉज गुड, डिजायर फॉर स्पाइसी एंड चटपटा फूड, पिकल्स का 3+ डिजायर था, नॉन वेजिटेरियन फूड का भी, अवर्जन टू नथिंग स्पेसिफिक, स्टूल, यूरिन, स्लीप और ड्रीम। तो बेसिक डिजायर जो हमें मिला वो स्पाइसी और पिकल्स का यहाँ पे मिला। मेंटल जर्नल्स में आ, आ, वो फेस के लिए बहुत कंसर्न था ऑब्वियसली, क्योंकि ब्लैक हो चुका था और फ्रेंड्स के सामने उसको शर्म आती थी कि मेरा फेस ऐसा हो गया। और लेकिन बेसिक जो मुझे प्रोब करने पे उसके बेसिक नेचर के बारे में उसकी मदर से ही पता चला कि बहुत शाई नेचर था, और अपने फादर से बहुत डरता था, क्योंकि उसके फादर बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट थे और उनके सामने वो कुछ ज्यादा बोल नहीं पाता था, तो इसलिए अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाता था। बट अदरवाइज ही वॉज अ वेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबल चाइल्ड, और लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस था। तो इस केस में मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि जो बेसिक मैंने प्रिस्क्रिप्शन ग्रेफाइटिस का दिया, यहाँ पे हमने रिपर्टराइजेशन किया तो हमारे को सल्फर, हेपार सल्फ, एंटिमक्रूड और बहुत सारी रेमेडीज आती हैं। लेकिन मैंने जो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन इसलिए स्टार्ट किया हमने एंटम क्रूड से, क्योंकि देयर वाज डिजायर फॉर पिकल्स और अनहेल्दी स्किन थी, और एकने के लिए हम एंटिम क्रूड बहुत जनरली प्रिस्क्राइब करते हैं। मैंने एंटिम क्रूड से केस स्टार्ट किया था, लेकिन देयर वाज नो इम्प्रूवमेंट विद एंटिम क्रूड। लेकिन उसके बाद मैंने जब दोबारा रीएनालाइज केस किया था, क्योंकि मुझे मेंटल केस में बाद में देखने को मिले थे, मदर से पता चले थे, शुरू में नहीं पता चले। तो ये बुक है डॉक्टर फिलिम एम बेली, जो कि होम्योपैथिक साइकोलॉजी या पर्सनैलिटी प्रोफाइल्स की। उस टाइम मैं ये बुक वो कर रही थी, उसमें मेरे को एक स्पेसिफिक सिम्टम मिला जिसमें ग्रेफाइटिस के मेल के बारे में उन्होंने बताया था। ग्रेफाइटिस जनरली फीमेल रेमेडी है, लेकिन उसमें एक मेल पेशेंट के अंदर क्या सिम्टम्स होते हैं कि वो बहुत ही शाई नेचर्ड होते हैं, फीमेल ट्रेट्स ज्यादा होते हैं उन मेल मेंबर्स में, और एक एक जनरल परसेप्शन जो मेल्स का होता है वो हम नहीं।
नेहा जी,
हाँ जी सर।
नेहा जी सॉरी,
सर
समय भी हो गया है, 8
हाँ
बज
जी।
गया, तो आपका कुछ अधूरा ही रह गया है ना।
हाँ जी सर, कोई बात
कभी
नहीं।
लेट हो गया, बहुत लोग डिसकंटिन्यू भी हो गए,
हाँ जी सर।
ये कहीं पर गलती था। तो आपका इसको अगर और अगले सेशन में कभी प्रेजेंट करना चाहेंगे तो हम लोग उसमें कर सकते हैं।
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल।
ठीक है, तो इसको हम लोग क्लोज करते हैं।
हाँ जी
अंकिता
सर।
जी, इसको क्लोज करके, क्योंकि समय हो गया है, डॉक्टर धनेश ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं, तो उनको
जी
हैंड
सर।
ओवर करते हैं।
जी सर। थैंक यू सो मच नेहा मैम, आज अपना टाइम हमें देने के लिए। और आपका प्रेजेंटेशन हमेशा की तरह बहुत अच्छा था, क्योंकि आप आईएपीएस से बहुत टाइम से जुड़ी हुई हैं और आपने और भी कई वेबिनार्स दिए हुए हैं। तो मैं आपसे यही रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि आप आगे भी ऐसे ही आते रहें और हमारा ज्ञानवर्धन करते रहें। तो थैंक यू सो मच मैम आज आने के लिए। और इसी के साथ में हमारा 7 से 8 का हिंदी सेशन समाप्त होता है, और 8 बजे से 9 बजे तक इंग्लिश सेशन है, जिसके लिए धनेश सर ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं। और क्योंकि इसके नेक्स्ट मेरा ही सेशन है, तो जो लोग सुनना चाहते हैं कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं। ओवर टू यू सर।
Thank you, Dr. Ankita, Dr. Neha Kakkar, and Hans. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. This is the 1411th day of continuous webinar conducted by International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy. Today, we have a guest in Dr. Ankita Kushwaha. Let us begin the session with 1 minute silent prayer. Thank you all. International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy was formed at the time of pandemic COVID, and we have homeopathic lovers, students, and doctors, and we have 3 sessions in a row: Hindi session 7 to 8, 8 to 9, the international session in English, and 9 to 10, local language session in Malayalam. We welcome all to this session, and today our guest is Dr. Ankita Kushwaha, and she has completed her BHMS in 2021 from GD Homeopathic Medical College Hospital, Pana, Bihar, and currently pursuing master's degree in Veterinary Medica from Waxon Homeopathic Medical College Hospital, Greater Noida, UP. And she has been active at Instagram since last 5 years, and has more than 10,000 followers with her, and has done a few webinars on I Love Homeopathy and Homeopathy Platinum under Students for Students series during COVID-19, has participated in different health camps and conducted by colleges and NGOs like Asha Ki Kiran, working for physically and mentally disabled children, has attended different state and national level seminars. And as you all know that she is one of our moderator at IAPH, and she is doing excellent job in that also. Always there to support homeopathy. If she want to become a great heart doctor, definitely she will become one of the best doctors in the coming years. We hope so. And one important subject we'll be discussing tonight, anger merits in homeopathy. As you all know that anger is one of the area where homeopathic doctors can do a lot of wonders with homeopathic medicine. And we proudly welcome our guest of the day, Dr. Ankita, to this stage. Welcome, Doctor. Something has happened. She is out. She will be joining shortly, as there was some technical problem, maybe network problem. Maybe the reason she just knowingly, unknowingly out of our session, and she will be joining shortly. Let us wait. As you know, homeopathic medicines are best in a psychological case, psychiatric problems, and whether it be a case of anger or depression or something else, our medicine will act wonderfully. Yes, Dr. Angita has joined again, and now Yes, doctor. We welcome you back, and you can continue the sessions.
Thank you so much, sir, for introducing me here. And good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Sahani sir and Dhanesh sir, for having me here. And I would like to share my screen, sir. Sir, is it visible?
Yes, really fine.
Okay. So I will start from the basics. What anger means? A strong feeling of grievance and displeasure. Grievance is the feeling of resentment over something which is believed to be wrong or unfair. And displeasure is a feeling of annoyed or unfair disapproval. Anger is a normal, healthy emotion as well as a strong feeling that comes when one has been wronged or insulted, or when one sees cruelty or injustice, the feeling that makes people want to quarrel or fight. And no one is spared from this emotion, whether young or old, all have this emotion. When in case of children, we name it as temper tantrum disorders. And on the other hand, if an old person is getting angry, he or she will sometimes shout or break things or beat someone. All of us have experienced this emotion at least even once in our lifetime. Now, from where this emotion is created? Emotions more or less begin inside two almond-shaped structures in our brains, which are called the amygdala. The amygdala records the ongoing process, and the neurotransmitters releases catecholamines whenever they identify some threats to our well-being, and they send alarm to the brain, and they releases catecholamines, which causes the outburst of energy, which we can see as the heart rate is increased, the face is flushed, blood pressure is raised, or we can see a blood rush basically. Then we have three types of anger. First is passive aggressive anger, when a person tries to repress their anger to avoid dealing with it, but typically ends up expressing it in unhealthy and undermining ways. The second one is assertive anger. It involves handling anger in a controlled manner by using your words to calmly explain and try to diffuse the situation. Here, anger is expressed in a non-threatening way. And the third type is openly aggressive anger. This type of anger might be accompanied by physical or verbal aggression, such as screaming or hitting things. The aim of this type of anger is typically to hurt the person, and the anger is directed at emotionally or physically. Anger can also be expressed in either one of two ways. These are verbally or non-verbally. Verbally is when a person expresses their anger verbally. They will raise their voices. They might abuse the other person. They might become insulting and say hurtful things if their anger is directed at another person. I know this is English session, but I made this PPT for Hindi session. So the clip is in Hindi language. Sir, can I play this?
Definitely, you can play it, and
Okay, sir.
you can say in English also. What is this?
Okay, sir. So this clip is from Kabir Singh. This character was very much abusive and irritated person. But in this clip, he is getting poked by other person. So this was the verbal expression, and in non-verbal expression, we can see slight physical changes in a person who expresses their anger non-verbally. As you can see in this clip, he is only throwing his legs and hands. They might frown or scowl and clench their jaws and fists. They might also lash out at another person or object, sometimes causing physical damage to the person or object, and in some cases even hurting themselves. You can see in this clip, this girl is only clenching her fist. So moving to the next, here are some causes of anger. These are some common triggers that cause anger, which includes dealing with the loss of a loved one, losing a job, going through a breakup, failing at a job or a task, being fatigued, getting in an accident, or getting a condition that causes physical changes in your body. For example, losing your sight or your ability to walk. Anger could also be a symptom or response to a medical condition like substance abuse, bipolar disorder, or ADHD, etc. It can be caused by either external or internal influences. A person or an event could make you angry. You could be angry because someone cut a line in front of you. You might feel angry when you are emotionally hurt, threatened, in pain, or in a confrontation. Sometimes we use anger to replace other emotions we would rather not deal with, like emotional pain, fear, loneliness, or loss. In these cases, anger becomes a secondary emotion. Anger could be a reaction to physical pain, a response to feelings of fear, to protect yourself from a perceived attack, or in response to a frustrating situation. Now let's turn towards homeopathic point of view. In homeopathy, mind rubric study is very important for case taking. It guides how a particular symptom can vary across various remedies. For example, anger of chamomilla is very much different from anger of lycopodium. And it is important to note that repertory has so many terms related to anger. Based on intensity, we have irritability, quarrelsome, and rage. So firstly, I'll talk about irritability. It is the state of becoming annoyed at very small things, very small triggers they can be angered over about. And it is the lesser intensity than anger. Second is quarrelsome. The state is higher in intensity than anger. And we can see two people arguing over and over through things. And they are quick to pick a fight or disagreement. Then third is rage, and it is the highest intensity of anger, and they behave in very violent and uncontrolled way. They can hurt or kill the person with hatred. Types of anger according to their reactions. I have listed out some rubrics from synthesis repertory. Mind anger biting with desire biting. Third grade remedies are first grade remedies are arsenic, arum veritacar, belladonna, lycinum, medorinum, and stramonium. Mind anger cursing with cicuta, ignatia, natramura, third grade remedies. Mind anger despair with spongia, tarantula, and vanilla are third grade remedies. Mind anger jealousy with hyoscyamus, lachesis, lyco, nuxvom, and pulse are third grade remedies. Mind anger laughing, anger with crocus and platina are second grade, and lachesis, lyco, and rustux are third grade. Mind anger striking with natrum car is the remedy in second grade, and argentum metallicum, bufo, platina, spongia, strontium car, prenatula, and tuberculinum are third grade. Mind anger taciturnity with ignatia in second grade, ammonium, natramure, pulse, strontium carb, sulfuric acid, and veratrum in third grade. Mind anger trembling with truffles at aconite, arsenic, veritacar, chamomilla, hypersulf, nitric acid, natramure, nuxvom, and staph in third grade. Mind anger weakness with irritability, China in first grade, and Caliphos and Ruta in third grade. Mind anger fright after aconite, third grade. Mind anger interruption from chamomilla, dulcamara, helleborus, and nuxvom in second grade, and populus and graphitis in third grade. Mind anger violent breaking everything. Nuxvom is the single remedy in third grade. Mind weeping anger during chamomilla and coffea in second grade, and natramure, nitric acid, and sulfur in third grade. And I have listed few rubrics under the heading physical complaints accompanied with anger. Mind anger disease about his cantharis, single remedy. Mind anger himself with constipated when, aloes is the single remedy. Mind anger hungry when, calcarea, post, lyco, and sulfur, given in third grade. Mind anger with complaints abdomen in chamomilla, second grade, and polo, staph, and sulfur in third grade. Mind convulsions anger after calcarea, chamomilla, cuprum, ignatia, calibrome, nuxvom, pulse in first grade. Bufo, lyco, moscus, opium, phosphorus, and staph second grade, and causticum in third grade. Mind fever anger after chamomilla, sepia, and staphysagrine in first grade, cocculus and petroleum in third grade. Mind paralysis, anger after one side on staph is the single remedy. Mind anger with suffocative attack, chamomilla is the single remedy. Mind anger respiration difficult with chamomilla first grade, Ignatia rustics in second grade, and the other are in third grade. Skin discoloration, yellow anger after Nuxworm in first grade, aurum mule netronatum, and Bryonia in second grade, and natrum sulf and sulfur in third grade. These are the few remedies which I will be talking about in brief. First one is aconite napellus. So we know that keynote feature of aconite is sudden and violent. So the anger of this patient is very impulsive, but he comes back to normal very soon. The patient's actions are sudden. Patient can flare up suddenly and doesn't want to be touched. I have written the references in bracket. SOR is for Soul of Remedies, written by Sankaran sir, and B for Boric, and it will be coming in the next few slides. So I told. Next remedy is Apis. The jealousy of Apis is very well known, and it is the keynote feature too. So the patient will be very malicious, sharp-minded, and revengeful. The patient is listless, can't think clearly, and also jealousy can lead to fright, rage, and vexation too. The next medicine is Amon Carb. There is anger due to fear of failure, and the patient is very discontented. And Amon Carb patient is of cowardice nature, so mostly he suppresses his anger, and due to this, it leads to cramps during anger. Next remedy is arsenic album. Arsenic people, we know that they are the fastidious one. They are fault finder. They are very anticipatory and anxious. They always plan the things because they are perfectionists. They are miserably malicious and lacks courage. Previously, I talked about these irritability, quarrelsome, and rage. So if we go through the table, the arsenic people are independent by nature, and mostly they are fastidious, and they are perfectionist, and they make up their mind and stick to it. So the anger trigger for them is any kind of untidiness, inefficiency, or waste. And when they are angry, mostly they hide or suppress their anger because they are mostly sophisticated in nature. And due to this suppression, we can see the bitterness in their physical or verbal things. Verbal aggression we can see when irritation is too great to ignore. Next remedy is aurum met. They get angry over the slightest contradiction. Such persons are sensitive to contradiction, which leads to a sudden explosive outburst from them. Such persons may be melancholic in nature, suffer lack of self-worth, and are very low self-esteem. We can see lot of hopelessness and self-reproaching behavior in aurum metallicum person, and this remedy is best suited for anger linked with chronic depression. Suicidal thoughts may prevail in persons in whom aurum met will show best recovery, and aurum metallicum person have mostly righteous anger. Righteous anger means the thing that they which is morally good or fair as per their perspective. So they will be angry mostly about right things, right topics. If we go through the table, mostly aurum metallicum person tries to win approval of everyone. They are very best at everything, and prestige is very vital for them as they are viewed as a very intelligent, honest, and responsible person. And because of these things, he is very sensitive to criticism. And also, the anger trigger is this only, means any kind of criticism they take as disapproval from society. They become angry if anyone contradicts them because they feel they are rejected by the society. So these things make them angry. And when they are angry, they are mostly the controlled person, but when they lose temper, they behave in a very angry way. I have written a word, bottles or suppresses anger inside. As we have seen a bottle of Coke, there is so much pressure inside it. And if we shake it and then open the cap, all the coke will spill out. Similarly, the person also bottles up his or her anger inside, and whenever they get a trigger point, they will spill their anger out. And also they feel guilty afterwards very soon. Next remedy is belladonna. The anger is associated with throbbing and congestive headache. As we know, the keynote of belladonna is throbbing and congestive headache, and also we will see the hotness, redness of skin and flushed face, glaring eyes, throbbing carotids, and dryness of mouth and throat every time whenever they get angry, and in general with their all the symptoms. They are disinclined to talk and desires to escape. They are angel when well and devil when ill. Their reaction during anger will always be violent. And there is a feeling that he will be pursued, killed. Therefore, he runs from the space and escapes. Also, he reacts with violence and impulse. Next remedy is causticum. Causticum person are mainly revolutionary kind of. Injustice cannot support for everyone. They are very censorious and dominating, and mostly for the injustice going around them, they stand up legally. They can't sit back and just shut their mouth. They will stand up legally for the person or the society. If you go through the table, causticum people have deep empathy for sufferings of other. They have deep feeling of sense of justice, and they will act very strongly to eliminate injustice from community. They are empathetic for the community around them. So the anger trigger for them is always the social injustice. Whenever they are watching like something is happening wrong, they will speak about it and they will behave in a very revolutionary way. They will become rebel and fight against the injustice going on. Next remedy is chamomilla. We all know that chamomilla is a child remedy. So in children's for anger it is seen mostly in anger for children's. They are very irritable and loses temper easily. The child may also be obstinate, fretful, and restless. The children in such cases want many things at the same time and get cross and angry if their demands are not met. They get snappish when angry and will not talk in a civil manner. The person or patient is very malicious. During anger, we can see physical redness, severe pain, and screaming. As I have shown in these clips, this baby is beating the other person, and this baby is making faces to express her anger. If we go through the table, the keynote of chamomilla is sensitivity and pain. They are very sensitive to every impression and they have intolerance towards pain. They are very impatient and complaining about pain. If they are in little pain, it will bring great suffering to them. When in pain, they don't want to be spoken or to be interrupted. And basic reason for such sensitivity is intolerance to pain. And they behave in a very violent way. They can hit or strike or abuse anybody. They become very uncivil during the time of anger. Next remedy is Sina maritima. This is also a child remedy. We can see irritability of temper, variable appetite, grinding of teeth, and even convulsions with screams and violent jerkings of the hand and feet. The child is ill-humored, very cross, does not want to be touched or crossed or carried. They desire many things but rejects everything when offered. This is a clip showing the ill-humored and cross baby. The other person is calling him and he is making faces and screaming and all, doing the tantrums. The other remedy is Symphonia officinalis. It is the most complaining remedy. There is always a tormented or tortured feeling she feels like I'm being tortured by all people, and they are very haughty and discontented. They can't tolerate injustice, disposition to hurt other people's feeling, and they are very taciturn and disobedient. The next remedy is sparum. They are very irritable and easily annoyed. Irritability leads to exertion and anger, which arouses their fighting spirit, they draw but soon after they become fearful and exhausted, they draw away from any kind of conflict. They can't tolerate in their way, which leads to
Reshare.
yes, sir. Sir, it's visible now.
Yes, help ourselves.
Okay, sir. Last two statements I have taken from Sankaran sir's book, Soul of Remedies. He has said that I have seen that in anger, they can get violent, suicidal, homicidal with firearms or a sharp weapon. Even trifles make them extremely violent. And Heper has feeling of being terribly offended. It is a feeling that precedes a violent revolution, the feeling of being terribly insulted, offended by the person who is supposed to look after you. In such a revolution, things are set on fire and people are slaughtered. Means Heper will not see them, they will just react. Sir has also shared a case of a patient who found a stain on his shirt that had just come back from laundry. In a rage, he set the shirt on fire. On other occasion, out of anger, he poured kerosene all over his house to set it on fire, and he improved remarkably with Heper salve. Patak sir has also given a rubric: ferocious, wants to kill those who offend him and wants to set things on fire. Next remedy is Ignatia. Ignatia patient is very diligent and conscientious. Ailments from position loss, mostly they will get angered from this only. Very concerned about position. They also have issues like righteous anger, fights for right. In anger, they become faint. They are very esteemed and egoistic. They do not like consolation and expresses anger in a dignified manner due to sensitivity. Also, they have changeable mood and they silently brood upon everything. Similarly, like Netramute. And if we go through the table, Ignatia are very obedient, quiet, and yielding in nature, and they are sensitive to moral impressions. The anger is triggered whenever any wrong or injustice has been done to them. They get angry, and whenever they become angry, they suppress their anger. And when suppression reaches to the beyond threshold, they become very defiant, irritable, or quarrelsome. Next remedy is Ipecac. They are haughty like Pratina, and they are very good at casting off people. There is lot of disgust feeling and lot of gastric complaints because they have an issue like we can say indigestible anger. They can't digest their anger, so they vomit it out via or they will pass it through their stools. They mostly have GI complaints. They are irritable, holds everything in. Next remedy is Kalikar. Kali patients have lot of anxiety and timidity. They are quarrelsome and very panicky. They are discontented and startled easily, and mostly they are very irritable and having alternating moods. If we go through the table, basic nature of Kali is they are rule book follower. If any rule is written anywhere, they will follow it line by line, and Also, they expect everyone should follow defined procedures diligently. They want everyone to follow the rules. And this is the anger trigger for them when others do not follow those rules. And they are timid, that's why they will not express their anger in the presence of that person. They express only in the absence of that person because they are timid and unable to confront. Next remedy is Lachesis muta. They are highly sensitive and clairvoyant people. Their senses are expert, so mostly their anger is suppressed. But when they express, it becomes and it reaches to the level of jealousy or rage. This is a clip, but it is, if we go through the table, Lachesis has intense feeling of jealousy. They are very egoistic and they have intolerance to restriction. And the intense jealousy leads to anger and hatred. Their pride is usually accompanied by tendency to get angered when criticized and when they are restricted for doing something. And whenever they are angered, their anger is sudden and intense. They become furious and revengeful whenever crossed. The next remedy is Lycopodium. Lycopodium patients are diligent, conscientious, and their anger is suppressed because they are timid. They never express their anger on their boss or superior because there is a line we have read in many Mater Medica books that they are hard for inferior and soft for superior. There is lots of elegance. If we go through the table, the Lycopodium person has love for power, ambition to be on top, and they think themselves as intelligent. They like to be dictatorial and want to dominate everyone. They are soft to superior and hard to inferior. They are very egoist and they does all this dictatorial behavior and dominative behavior to satisfy their ego. The anger trigger is contradiction. They are allowed to whenever they are allowed to dominate, they will be happy and angered when contradicted. So whenever they are angry, there will be violent anger and they will behave very rudely and become very contemptuous. Next remedy is Mercurius. Mercurius patients are malicious and stubborn. Their anger is very impulsive and they are dominating. Generally, Mercs never suppress their anger. If suppressed, there is feeling as fish out of water. In Soul of Remedies, Sankaran sir has shared a case of 15-year-old boy who is dull and not interested in studies. He has intense fear of exams. He failed twice in school. Also, he don't wanted to think about the consequences. He had recurrent dreams of stabbing, falling from college stairs. If someone argued him, he got angered very fast. He liked to watch action movies, thrillers, martial art films. He did not like to be forced to do things. The most sensitive point about him related to contradiction. He was contradicted, told to do the opposite of what he might have wanted to do. This gave rise to the dream of stabbing almost every night. Deep in his subconscious was the impulse to kill the person who contradicted him. And 6 to 8 weeks after Mercurius talent, he reported having had the same dream only once. His anger against his parents has also reduced. This is a clip of whatever his name is, Hulk or Thor. Next remedy is Natramure. Natramure are known for their brooding nature. They need support but never show due to steam. They have ill effects of grief, fright, and suppressed emotions, tremendous anger, irritability, hatred, and malice. She dwells on past disagreeable occurrences, is unable to forget them, which leads to their revengeful nature. An idea clings, prevents sleep, and inspires revenge. This is also a clip from Kabir Singh. The bitterness and irritability we can see from his reactions. And if we go through the table, Natramure person are independent people. They consider themselves as dignified and they want to get their due level of dignity and respect. And mostly Natramure are very secretive in nature. So whenever they are obliged to answer, it triggers their anger. And also when their dignity gets hurt, they become very angry. So we can say that anger from indignation is seen in Natramure patients. Sorry. Natramure patients are revengeful when angry. Anger is violent and they wants to walk the floor in rage and wants to be alone as consolation also aggravates their condition. This is also a clip from Animal movie. In this movie, this character is highly obsessed with his father, and when his father gets shout, he wants to take revenge and becomes very angry and kill people. Next remedy is Nuxworm. Nuxworm can be thought of for persons who get offended easily and will become angry over non-issues. They don't like to be disturbed because he is very passionate and jealous. They turn violent and abusive during anger episodes. Strong will, fault-finding nature, ambition, and workaholism will be seen in these patients. Next one is for persons who develop an angry disposition after loss in business. They are sensitive to all impressions, even the least ailment affects her greatly, and they are disposed to reproach others. If we go through the table, Nux have the ambition to be on the top of world. They are perfectionists. They are very competitive and skillful and very impatient also. The anger triggers are when others do not work as per his level of perfection and they don't like to be disturbed or interrupted during any work they are doing because they are very passionate and very workaholic. And so when they are obliged to answer because according to them they are the perfectionists. They don't like it when someone asks them or they have to give any answer to any person. And whenever they are angry, they become very impulsive and react very violently. They will tear and destroy things. We will see their anger only in the form of sarcasm. Their way of expressing their anger will be verbal only. Remorse, that is suppressed anger. They are easily offended and vexed at everything. Next remedy is sepia. Sepia is known for her sensitivity and forsaken feeling. They are irritable and get easily offended. She wants to be alone and often she is forced to do things she does not want to do. And this is the uncompensated failed side of sepia. If you go through the table, sepia is very independent person. And the anger trigger is only when this character is contradicted. When her independency is not understood, she becomes angry. And mostly the sepia person suppresses her anger in an attempt to get herself. She suppresses her anger, but in certain cases, she becomes defiant and becomes opposite of her character. Next remedy is Staph aureus, which is very well known for their suppressed anger. Staph is one of the most wonderful homeopathic medicine for anger, especially where the person has long suppressed anger and is now given to violent outbursts. There are periods of suppression followed by periods of angry outbursts. Some history of mental and physical abuse, humiliation can usually be traced to persons who need Staph aureus. They are very diligent and conscientious, and their anger is also like the bottle of Coke. Very dignified they are because they want to maintain the good boy or good girl image. At a point, the staff person can find it too much to keep the control. he starts to lose it, and the first signs are found as the suppressed anger begins to surface. These are the few signs which we will see if a person is deaf and is suppressing his or her anger. We can see trembling in anger, voice lost during anger, face red in anger, weakness after anger, hemiplegia after anger, and anger. In anger, they throw things away and strike desire to. These are the first signs of losing control. Later, when the situation has become desperate and he feels the demand on him is too much, he may throw to the wind all his reputation and honor and become the opposite of what we have thought of. If you go through the table, basically, staff people are civil, decent, well-cultured, dignified, and educated. They are egoists but not contemptuous, and the anger trigger for them is any kind of insult or misbehavior and a feeling of mortification. And when they are angry, mostly they suppress their emotions. They want to maintain their civility and dignity because they are very sensitive to opinion of others. They think that what people will say if they react so badly or so roughly. And when the things goes beyond threshold, their anger will be in a very violent form. If you have seen this movie, Jab We Met, this character is in love of a guy, and when he ditches her, she calls and abuses a lot. Next remedy is Shankar. They are very diligent and conscientious and are metal-like personalities. They have mostly suppressed anger because they keeps inside due to dignified nature. Metal-like personalities means they are controlling, ambitious, forceful, and self-reliant. They keeps their anger inside due to dignified nature. Next remedy is sulfur. They have frivolous attitude and they are selfish, no regard for others, imagines giving wrong things to people, causing their death. They are always irritable and very sensitive to criticism and insult. The irritability of sulfur is present, but again in a violent form, that is violent, passionate, and fretfulness. We can see wrathful irritability even to the most extreme violence, threatening to end in murder and arson. If we go through the table, Sulfur is an egoist person. He has very high image about him. He has foolish pride and arrogance. They feel as they know about everything and consider himself great philosopher. And they do not they have a problem or issue with the person who does not accept his impracticability. Their anger is triggered when people does not understand them, and also they are angered over their own mistakes. When they are angry, they react in a very violent way. They insult and does not want to see that person's face. They have a lot feeling of hatred for the person who offended them. But after all this behavior, they have quick repentance also. So this was all about the remedies which have anger in more or less intensity. Now, I will say about the general rubrics of anger. This is also from Synthesis Repertory. We have some common rubrics like mind affectionate alternating with anger, mind ailments from anger, anxiety with, ailments from anger, bitterness with, ailments from anger, fright with, ailments from anger, indignation with. Similarly, we have lot more rubrics: anger evening, anger morning, anger afternoon, forenoon, anger night, midnight, after, anger abused after being demanding too much while training or breaking in a horse, anger abused after being physically, anger abused after being sexually, anger activity with great physical. Now, I will share about miasmatic correlation. I have read an article on Homeo book about temper tantrum disorder. So this is related to that only. In temper tantrum disorders, we see some symptoms. So the first symptom is stubbornness. So in psoric child, they are stubborn for things she desires, but will ask 2 or 3 times, and if refused, they will leave it. And the child is stubborn, especially for others and not for oneself. For example, psoric child is stubborn to go for picnic because his friend will feel bad if he doesn't go. And psychotic child is more stubborn than a psoric child, but act only according to the situation, place, person, public, etc. will act accordingly. And psychotic child is also stubborn for others, but only if there is any profit from them. Otherwise, is often selfish. And the syphilitic child is too stubborn. They are very much selfish, and stubbornness is only for himself and not for others. For example, syphilitic child, if wishes to get a specific chocolate, he must get that specific one at that moment itself at any cost. And second symptom is crying or screaming. Psoric child always try to control weeping. He will suppress all emotions, need others' company, or is feared to be alone, and they will not cry suddenly and frequently. On the other hand, psychotic child will not cry in front of others. He will sit alone and cry, or child will run to a room and lie on abdomen and cry, or cover face with pillow and cry, or cry at night when others are asleep. And if we talk about syphilitic child, they cannot control crying. They will express it suddenly wherever it may be and screams with sudden impulse. Child is always easily affected emotionally. If we talk about the symptom of anger in children's, the psoric child gets angered but get out of it easily. The psychotic child will get angered easily but will not express it in front of others, or will react only according to the situation, person or place, etc. And the syphilitic child, we can see sudden anger. He is always impulsive, and we cannot predict that the child will do in anger, gets angered for his selfish deeds only, and the anger gets worse on consolation. If we talk about this symptom of striking or hitting anyone, the psoric child will not hit or strike others or even himself. He will try to avoid activities that may hurt. Psychotic child will hit or strike others, but maybe with his mom's hand so that it may not hurt him. The elder sibling may hit the younger from jealousy, but without the knowledge of others. The syphilitic child is always self-injurious and impulsive, will strike his own head against the wall or lie down on the floor and strike the head, or he will throw things from his hands if in anger. And the last symptom is destructiveness. Psoric child is generally not destructive in nature. He will not usually destroy any objects like toys or others. Psychotic child will remove the toy parts due to curiosity, but will reassemble it so that others doesn't come to know that. And he is always cunning and suspicious. Syphilitic child is also curious and so will destroy the toys to see what is it. Now, coming to the management part, how to deal with angry feelings effectively. I have written few points. Identify the emotional baggage from childhood issues. Take steps to establish real communication skills. Identify stressors and learn stress management techniques and relaxation skills. Learn to recognize your body's reaction to anger. Learn to state your true feelings and attempt to see things from the other person's perspective. In anger management, we can look at the purpose of anger in both a positive and negative light, as we know that every coin has two aspects. So similarly, anger has also positive and negative aspects. The positive aspects are that you have increased energy and you are able to communicate your feelings, you are able to solve your problems, and you can take charge of the situation. And in negative aspects, you can have disruption of your thinking. You can have unnecessarily defend yourself. You can become aggressive and become known as aggressive person. Anger management would be seen then as increasing the positive aspects or functions of anger and decreasing the negative functions of anger. Anger management does not involve getting rid of all anger, but using anger to enhance your life. What is the importance of anger management? The goal of anger management is to reduce both your emotional feelings and the physiological arousal that is caused by anger. And you can't get rid of or avoid the things or the people that enrage you, nor can you change them, but you can learn to control your reactions. These are the few tips to prevent or control an anger. Identify a range of feelings, including anger. Identify aggressive acts by self and others. Identify the potential consequences of self and other from these aggressive acts. Identify the self-destructive behavior. Identify thoughts prior to aggressive acts. Identify internal cues to feelings of anger. Develop coping mechanisms for dealing with anger, and express anger without loss of control. So this was all about my topic. I have took reference from Borix Materia Medica, Soul of Remedies, Patak's Materia Medica, and also from website Homeo Book. I know it's very early to end, but thank you so much for joining, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Ankita. It's really a very good session. Congratulations. Nobody will think that you are a first timer, but you presented the session in a beautiful way. That's beauty. You covered almost every part of anger. What is anger? How this come to the picture, and how one can manage anger, and what are the symptoms that produce during anger, and how one can differentiate these anger from the symptoms of the anger, and the differentiation between the rubrics, and then what are the important remedies that works for anger, and how one can use these medicine in a different situation, and what are the situation that require a medicine, and how to control anger even with the medication, and without medication, how one can manage the case all in all. This is what your presentation really a first timer, being a first timer, it really shows your experience, your confidence in homeopathy, your faith in homeopathy, your intense desire to conquer homeopathy. I must say it like that, because that's the reason why you are reading not only the old textbook of Boric, keynote like that, because as a beginners always stick on to that, but you instead of that, you just went up to Dr. Sankaran's writing, and not only that, you are following some of his books in a beautiful way. That itself, only those persons who are really loves homeopathy can do such kind of readings, and definitely that's how you quoted some of the points for example, for this HEPA you told when a person that two examples are really brilliant. That shows the your intense desire to study homeopathy by reading such textbook. Nobody will forget about this kind of if one go into that the depth of reading in that apostle like that. If there's a rubric like that, the person may kill the person with a knife, but that is explained in a different way also. All those explanations are really very, very good, and congratulations. I hope some of our participants